Hello, my name is Marilyn, and I'll be giving a presentation about the research project that I've been doing. I'll be filming myself and sending these slides as an attachment because it was a bit hard to put it on one frame. So dive immediately into my presentation. The name of my research project was called Public Management, how the municipality of Amsterdam manages the restoration of its bridges and quay sites. And this links immediately to, of course, what I've been researching. So the municipality of Amsterdam, they made a program plan in how to restore and reconnect the city of Amsterdam, in a sense that their bridges and quay sites have been in fragile states and have been collapsing over the past couple of months. This due just age and not really keeping up with them over the past couple of years. So this is what the municipality of Amsterdam tries to change. The research question that I did, or that I chose, was to what extent can the logic described by Mirko Noordgraaf be implemented in the policy plan of the municipality of Amsterdam for an effective outcome. Eventually, in concluding my whole research paper, I could conclude that the performance logic was the logic that stood out the most, and this mainly due to their more business-like approach to the program plan, having a clear structure in their organization, making sure that everything is really set. I feel like it's a more business-like approach as well. But also their aim for results is effective and efficient as well. They mentioned it a couple of times how they want to have it as efficiently as possible, and this mostly due to the fact that the bridges and quay sites are such a key aspect in the city center of Amsterdam, which makes it really hard to just close all the bridges and restore them or strengthen them, as we as citizens of Amsterdam really need them to move around, and otherwise the city would be brought to a standstill. So in that sense, they've really focused on performing in doing it as quickly and as efficient as possible. But however, I did find some hints on the political logic and the professionalism logic. The political logic, in a sense that they use all of these different organizations and partners, but also citizens themselves. They use all of these, they form this whole arena of actors, in a sense, including all these actors within the program plan and within this restoration of bridges and quay sites, which makes it a more political logic, but also the professionalism logic as well, as within their organization, for example, they made a clear structure. However, the people on top are really selected by their expertise. So the people with the decision-making position, they came from either the field that they have been applied to. So they try to put the expertise and the professionals within their area. There was also this part of interplay, which was really interesting, as the systems that were used within the tools of Mirko Noordgraaf could be implemented from the performance logic, but could be implemented in the professionalism's logic sense as well. For example, or the political one as well. For example, the integrated system within the performance logic, you could see that it had the political sense in that it became such a full arena, and the professionalism one in what I just explained about how the system should be business-like, so should be structured, but structured with experts and with professionals. So yeah, going on to the difficulties that I had with my research project were mostly summarizing the theory. I felt that Mirko Noordegraaf had such interesting aspects in all of the three of his logics, and it was really hard for me to find the red line and not get too much into the details, as I found that a lot of the details actually formed a lot of the main key terms, if I say this correctly. So yeah, that was really hard for me. And the other thing was actually adapting the analysis to the case, which makes sense because I think that is the difficulty in this whole research paper. But for me, it was mostly because I knew immediately that it was the performance logic that would be number one in the program plan. And I kind of had a hard time with finding the other two logics in the plan as well. And when finding it, trying to also make it more concrete in why it's actually the logic and why can I find it, how is it found in the case study. So yeah, I had some difficulties, but I think I kind of managed. And the follow-up study that would really interest me is kind of having the future implications on whether this was the right approach for this program plan, for the results that they were aiming for. I would do this by kind of analyzing a similar program plan or policy that the municipality of Amsterdam had created with an actual result, as this plan is still in progress. And on the basis of that and how they are currently doing, seeing if they should have used another approach or if it's actually going really well. Yeah, it would be interesting to put that creative twist to a research project, in my opinion. And yeah, I think that is it. So thank you for listening.